I mean, we're very similar with like our backs to the wall, and like we're both motivated and we're determined and we have no like quit. And I need someone like that in my life.
Travis Barker exposes Kim and Khloe for bullying Kourt. Travis Barker has had enough of Kim and Khloe bullying his wife Kourtney, and it looks like he's finally putting his foot down and exposing their twisted ways. According to a source, Travis is done with Kim and Khloe constantly being jealous over Kourtney's happiness, and he thinks these two are now using Scott Disick to aggravate Kourtney even more. And this is why Travis is now helping Kourtney set boundaries with her sisters, and he made it clear to Kim and Khloe that they need to stop bullying Kourt, especially now that she's pregnant. So what exactly did Travis say about Kim and Khloe going after Kourtney? Are they really bullying her because she got pregnant?
All this, it was messy.
Kourtney Kardashian distanced herself from her younger sisters Kim and Khloe a while ago due to their apparent jealousy and hatred over her marriage to Travis Barker. However, since Kim and Khloe wouldn't just leave Kourtney in peace, Travis had to personally check them. While Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe have always had differences, their relationship turned even more strained after Kourtney started dating Travis, and insiders have suggested that Kim and Khloe are jealous of Kourtney's successful marriage and the fact that she's found true love before they did. After a video clip from Kourtney and Travis's wedding special went viral, seemingly capturing a moment where Kim showed disapproval during the wedding reception, fans accused Kim of being toxic and bitter. Meanwhile, Kim was also exposed for trying to ruin Kourt's wedding by stealing her theme for the Dolce & Gabbana show, leading Kourt to accuse Kim of being an evil person to her core.
My sister used my wedding as a business opportunity. It's who she is to her core. This tension goes way back.
For longtime fans of the Kardashian family, it's always been obvious that Kourtney's personality stood out amongst her sisters. As the oldest child, Kourtney was often the scapegoat for her family, particularly her mother, Kris. Kourtney had a lot of resentment towards Kris for her role in breaking up the family by having an affair with Todd Waterman, and Kris never fully acknowledged the hurt that this caused Kourtney.
You only remember with Todd or this or that, but
I don't sit there and dwell about Todd.
no, we're not saying that. But
You have your own Todd right now.
No,
Right,
I actually don't. I'm actually not married,
right, but
and I'm not having an affair. You can't compare one to the other. That's absolutely not true.
Meanwhile, Kim and Khloe typically sided with Kris, often blaming Kourtney for everything and gaslighting her every time she tried to express her feelings. Over time, it became clear that Kim and Khloe were jealous of Kourtney's confidence and her ability to attract attention without trying too hard. Kourtney is arguably the least superficial Kardashian sister, and while she probably has some minimal cosmetic procedures, she still looks like herself, which is not something that we can say about Kim and Khloe. And while Kim and Khloe are still heavily editing their social media posts, Kourtney has embraced a more natural appearance, and it's clear that she doesn't care about projecting a perfect image. Kourtney's individuality, educational background, and lack of obsession with fame made her popular among fans, and Kim in particular couldn't stand to see Kourt get more attention than her. Kim would often remind Kourtney that she played a role in making her famous and building her career, and together with Khloe, she has tried several times to provoke Kourtney by accusing her of being lazy and not showing enough of her personal life on their show.
Job is being open and honest and sharing a lot of ourselves, and it just seems like for the past few years now, Kourtney hasn't really been open about her personal life on camera. So all of the days that Kourtney isn't filming, Khloe and I are picking up the slack and having to share more, because if we're not sharing our lives, then what is the show?
But everyone who's been keeping up with the Kardashian from the get-go knows that Kourtney shared a fair share of her personal struggles on the show, including her toxic relationship drama with Scott. But Kim and Khloe just wouldn't leave Kourtney alone, and while Khloe would frequently instigate conflicts, Kim was the one doing the most to humiliate Kourtney off-screen.
And she's like, you're really a miserable human being, and you keep not understanding the issue because you all of a sudden turn into such a humanitarian and talk about the world's issues, which you've not contributed 1 ounce to the world. So
You f***ing fake humanitarian hoe. I actually do for the world, and you f***ing fake it all day long and act like, oh, there's people dying, Kim.
The tension between Kim and Kourtney reached a peak during the season 18 premiere, culminating in an actual physical fight.
But also, if I didn't want to work my ass off and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, that's f***ing fine, you f***ing literal. You're literally. I will literally you up. How? True as ever. Bitch, shut the up. Ever. You do it or shut the up. Okay. Ever f***ing dig your nails in me like that. Stop it. How f***ing old are you? How old are you?
Sleeping. Guys, stop.
But despite Kim and Khloe's attempts to portray Kourtney in a negative light, fans recognized the emotional abuse and supported Kourtney. Fans also pointed out that Kim and Khloe seemed to bond more with Kourtney when she was facing hardships, particularly during her relationship with Scott, and it was almost like they were enjoying seeing her in misery. However, ever since Kourtney found love with Travis, Kim and Khloe turned into actual bullies. When Kourtney became the first Kardashian member to attend the Oscars last year, Kim didn't even want to acknowledge it on social media, and insiders claim that she was beyond jealous that Kourtney got to walk the red carpet at the Oscars before her. One source told The Sun at the time that watching Kourtney walk the red carpet was bittersweet for Kim because she didn't like how Kourt and Travis were getting more attention than her. Kim is so happy for Kourtney, but part of her wonders if she is slipping on the social scale, the source said. For the first time, Kourtney is receiving as much, if not more, attention than her, while her name is mostly just tied to Kanye and their messy divorce. And then, during Kourtney's wedding, Kim's jealousy became even more obvious as she tried to make Kourt's moment all about her. Kim was seen giving Kourtney advice about walking down the aisle, and all she could talk about was her wedding to Kanye that literally no one even remembers anymore.
A piece of advice that I'll give you is when I was walking down the aisle in Italy and I had the long train, I was so nervous that I was either gonna like come back, that I walked so fast. So you're saying walk slow.
Kim couldn't even hide her bitterness during the wedding reception, and many fans commented that her speech was very cold, and it sounded like she was mocking Kourtney and Travis's relationship.
You brought us along in your fairy tale, and there's really no love story like you guys. It's a movie, it's the cutest, you guys are the best.
As for Khloe, rumors recently started circulating that she also feels jealous of Kourtney's happy marriage because she actually believes she and Tristan Thompson would end up like Kourt and Travis. And while Khloe publicly supported Kourtney's relationship, her body language betrayed her true emotions every time she was asked to comment on Kourtney and Travis's relationship.
I love that the trailer, it showed that you said you want to have a baby. In a dream world, how many babies with Travis? Because you literally, I was a mom of 3, I cannot believe the way you deliver. I just bow down to you.
I would love to in a dream world, so.
Oh my gosh. 5.
What?
Just that's a lot of kids.
But look at mom.
No,
Yeah.
well, she's crazy. Yeah.
And we
That's
each have
6
3,
kids.
so 6, 7, 8.
Nice
Oh my
even
gosh,
number.
you're right.
I like that. Kim, speaking of love, let's talk about Mr. Pete. Here for the long time or the good time?
Besides that, it was reportedly Kim and Khloe's idea to invite Scott Disick back onto the reality show because they knew this would aggravate Kourtney. And while Kourtney didn't want to block Scott from appearing on the show, as one of the show's executive producers, she gave notes on Scott's scenes. However, her notes were completely ignored. Scott kept talking about his failed relationship with Kourtney on the show, and Kim and Khloe tried to paint him as the victim, despite the fact that he treated Kourtney horribly and cheated on her multiple times during their relationship. Kourtney recently explained during her appearance on a podcast that she didn't initially have a problem with Scott being on the show, but it bothered her that her family kept bringing up her and Scott's old issues instead of focusing on her relationship with Travis. I think it just bothered me because I felt like this is my fairy tale, and I was like, why can't we show the happy ending? Why do we have to focus on this? I get it's TV, but to me, I was not having it. I was like, you wouldn't do this to anyone else. And even after Kourtney announced she and Travis were expecting their first child, her family, especially Kim, continued to act shady. Just days after Kourtney shared the pregnancy news during her Blink-182 concert, Kim appeared on Hailey Bieber's YouTube show, Who's in My Bathroom, and she couldn't resist shading Kourtney completely unprovoked.
My friends, their parents would always trust me because I was always like the goody two-shoes, never gonna sneak out, never gonna sneaky drink or smoke or anything. So they'd probably let them come over, and then Kourtney would take them and like be the shady one. But I was the one as like the pawn to be trusted.
And while sources close to Kourtney are saying that she's doing her best to ignore these little digs from her family and focus on her pregnancy, Travis has reportedly decided to put Kim and Khloe in their place and told them that they need to back off Kourtney and stop bullying her or get banned from ever seeing her again. Kourtney also recently revealed that Travis and their kids are her family now, and she credited Travis with helping her distance herself from her toxic sisters. Now, as for fans, they couldn't be happier for Kourtney and Travis, and they're praising Travis for protecting Kourtney from Kim and Khloe. One fan said, she's been treated so badly by her family for so many years. She's finally happy and finally getting everything she wants. I'm glad she has you in her corner. And another fan added, misery truly loves company. That is Kim, Khloe, and Scott. Kourtney is loved by Travis. Oh, the envy. But how do you feel about Travis protecting Kourtney from Kim and Khloe? Do you think that Kourtney's sisters are bullying her because they're jealous of her happiness? Comment down below and don't miss out on this next video.